On the lower left corner of the Windows 10 screen is the Start menu. The Start menu is used to launch applications such as Word or Excel or PowerPoint, or to get to other applications that may be installed on our system. The Windows 10 Start menu has been enhanced dramatically. Windows 10 has our familiar Start menu on the lower left corner of the screen. The Start menu contains all the programs that we have access to on our system, and with the new enhanced Windows 10 Start menu, much more. To access the Start menu, it's as simple as taking your mouse and clicking once on the Start menu, and if you want to turn it off, you just click it again. If you'd rather use the keyboard, well, you can. Using your keyboard, you can tap the Windows key to bring up the Start menu, and you can tap the Windows key again to shut it off. You might be thinking, Tom, what is the Windows key? Well, look at your keyboard right now. Typically, the lower left corner and the lower right corner, right next to the Alt keys, is a little button that looks a lot like that icon right there. It's called the Windows key. So by using your keyboard instead of the mouse, tapping the Windows key once will turn on the Start menu. Tapping it again will turn it off. Now you know how to access your Start menu. Why don't you take a moment, go over to your machine, pause this video, and try it yourself. Either use your mouse to use the Start menu or use the keyboard's Window key. Once you've activated your Start menu, either with your mouse or with the keyboard, we can then utilize all the tools and applications we see on the Start menu. Launching an application that we can see, such as Word, or perhaps the weather app, is as simple as clicking your mouse on that icon. If you don't see the application that you'd like to launch, you can do one of two things. You can either search for it down here on the lower left corner of the screen by simply typing in what you're looking for, or you can click on All Apps to get an alphabetical list of all your applications. Let's go ahead and try both. I'm going to activate my Start menu, and then right where it says Ask Me Anything, I'm going to type in Excel. When I type in Excel, you'll notice the very top item that shows up is Microsoft Excel, and ta-da! All I have to do is click on that and launch Microsoft Excel. Or I can use the All Apps icon down at the bottom of the menu. By clicking on All Apps, it'll give me a nice alphabetical list of all the applications I have installed on my system. Scrolling to the correct application is as simple as looking for it alphabetically, and when I find what I'm looking for, simply click on it and activate that application. No doubt you've noticed that the Start menu sports a whole bunch of cool icons over on the right-hand side. The Life at a Glance grouping, and the Play and Explore grouping. Now these are the default groupings for our Start menu tiles. What you'll be glad to hear though is this Start menu is very customizable. In fact, my goal now is to build a productivity group on these tiles, making it easier for me to get to my favorite programs. Let me show you what I mean. I'm going to start by going to my Start menu and find a program that I use all the time. Let's go ahead and click down here where it says Ask Me Anything, and I'm going to type in Excel. Now Excel, very popular Microsoft Office program, shows up as the very first item that Microsoft Windows 10 found for me. I'm going to then right mouse click. Using my right mouse button, I can then choose Pin to Start. Watch what happens. I'll click on Pin to Start, and now when I go back to my Start menu, you'll notice Microsoft Excel has been pinned as a tile on my Start menu down at the bottom. I would like to move that up to the top so it's much more convenient for me to get to it. So by clicking on the Start menu, scrolling down to the bottom of my tiles, I can then click and drag the Excel tile up to the top. And if I drag it up to the top and drop it, let's say here next to that picture of me, it drops it right there. I can move it over here if I'd like. But like I said, I would like to build a productivity group, a group along with the two groups that come with the tiled Start menu. So let me start by grabbing Excel, or any icon of my choice with my left mouse button and dragging it to the top. And you'll notice when I get to the top, I get this nice gray bar. This starts a new grouping of tiles. Now, of course, it would be nice to name this new grouping. So if I click on the name, new group can go in as productivity, or whatever I'd like to call it. While I'm at it, I might as well put PowerPoint there. I don't even have to search for it because there it is, because I've recently used it. Let's go ahead and grab PowerPoint now and just drag it over to the productivity group. Finally, I'd love to add Microsoft Word to this group. I don't see it on the list, so I'll click on Ask Me Anything down at the bottom. I'll type in Word, and of course, it's the first thing that shows up at the top of the screen. So I'll right-click on it, and you'll see, once again, Pin to Start. And if you remember, where's it going to go? Yes, at the bottom of the Start menu. It doesn't know where I want it to go when I right-click and pin it. So I then will grab it and drag it on up to the top and drop it into my productivity zone, just like that. If I'd like to rearrange the icons, at any time I have that luxury, just like that. Click and drag and drop, and we produce a Start menu of our liking. Isn't that great? Super easy to do. So I'm going to encourage all of you now to pause the video and go and give it a try. Let me recap what I just shared with you. We learned how to use the Start menu to find whatever we want by clicking on the lower left corner. We also learned that by using the Start menu, we can move our tiles around by simply grabbing and dragging and dropping them. Finally, we learned that if we grab a tile, we can drag it to the top and create a new grouping, and then we can place whatever programs we want there. To get a program on the Start menu to begin with, such as Microsoft Outlook as we see here, we can right-click and choose Pin to Start. Give it a try, everybody. Join me back here in a few minutes, and we'll continue on with our learning about Microsoft Windows 10.